So I really wanted to inform you about the specifics of why we want to continue with our incredible liquid smudge and sacred essences. And this whole thing started with really basic need. As I was, I'm a spiritual practitioner from Native tradition. So we always begin all our activities, our meditations, and our healings by burning sage, cedar, sweetgrass. And when I was very young, I was very sick with lung problems, and that always created discomfort. Of course, I only got about 50% lung capacity because of childhood diseases that permanently damaged my lungs. So, having the smoke several times a day during my practices, I continued anyway doing that, but there was always an accompanying discomfort that came with it. And I would say, about 30 years ago, I had native people coming down from the high north inviting me to go offer them healing in the hospital after operations. And twice when I went to offer this help in the hospitals, I came into a situation of intensive care with oxygen, with a lot of medical personnel, with closed windows, and the people on the monitors. And of course, you can't burn smudge in that environment. And because of these people connected on the electromagnetic pollution of the monitors, and my energy healing did not get to the level I would have wanted to get to, especially without any purification with the smudging. And so that's what started my research to try to find a way to cleanse the atmosphere, to do our smudging without smoke. And that's what brought slowly upon 2 years of research and development the liquid smudge, and with essential oils, and also sweetgrass, which does not make any essential oils to speak of. And I found to isolate and by putting it in 95% proof alcohol and letting it rest for a whole month, and then it took on the color and it took on the smell of the sweetgrass. And by mixing these things together, because in the beginning it was just sage, cedar, and sweetgrass, that I had already a small effect. And that's what made me understand also that I was creating a perfume because of the alcohol. And coincidence or not, I was invited by a friend to meet a great French perfumer who was from a long tradition of perfumers, and he graciously, in a 3 or 4 day period, showed me the methodology of how they created the perfumes and how they fabricated, manufactured the perfumes. And I came back with that, and I worked for an hour, a year and a half, and my final results with 16 herbs and a shamanic encoding, because I really wanted to be able to use this for myself because of the smoke. I didn't want the smoke in my ceremonies, in my daily meditation and ceremonies and rituals, that I had put a shamanic encoding into the liquid. And noticing then, after all this research, that it was like a lot more efficient, a lot more powerful than the smudging. In the beginning, I didn't understand why. And a scientist showed me a few things that were different. Is that when you burn the smudge, the molecules that carry those essential oils are partially damaged, alterated by the combustion. As in my preparation, essential oils and absolutes, they are whole, they remain intact. And also, because of the encoding, it's in a liquid. I can crystallize the intentions into the liquid with the shamanic rituals. So this Chiiyaam liquid smudge. I use it when I do my meditation in the morning and offerings in the morning. You know, I start by purifying myself, and then I purify the altar, and then I send this excellent, fabulous fragrance to the east and to the south and to the west and to the north and to the earth and to the sky and to Creator Spirit. And then I use it when I do healings. I use it before I do my music. I use it to my evening meditation. I use it to purify the room where I sleep in the evening. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do all that if I was to use smoke because it would just be too much on my lungs. So, and I know that there are thousands of people now across the world after 26 years of creating this that have started using and have great benefit in using this first of our products, the Chiiyaam liquid smudge, and then the sacred essences. And that's what we want to preserve and continue with this crowdfunding. Because, of course, as many bearers of tradition and light and meditation and such, I've had enormous problems with people trying from the deep state and other influences to prevent my work, and it has created great harm. And people also trying to steal the business, which also created a lot of difficulties. So we're in a place where we need to clarify all that, put the past behind us, and we need this crowdfunding. So please help us. Thank you. Bye bye.